Hello, this is Mark the Comic Guy. In today's video, I wanted to tell you something about this. Currently, there's a game called Marvel Rivals, and people's point is that it's doing a better job at the Marvel characters than the MCU. Except, people don't know is there's one thing that Marvel Rivals that's the MCU actually doing slightly better than it. And that's the fact that it doesn't have any use of a character that's a lack of a connection. What I mean is a lack of characters that many of the characters know or recognize who they are. For example, for aka what you call relationship. You don't know relationship is someone you know or recognize from your life and is someone to talk to. Someone that you can try to trust to understand what's you're coming from. And that's anything that's used when someone has someone that they can talk to or whether or not they can trust them. Marvel Rivals, besides it being the title called Rivals, didn't entirely knew that some certain characters that they have in the game could have certain other characters that can use in the game because of what I just said. Their connection. It's someone that they're familiar with and recognized. Sure, those characters are not really trustworthy because, well, it's their enemies, but at least it's something that they recognize who that is. Like it's the character who recognize easily always of who that is. Like there's Hulk. The game has Hulk, but no Abomination. The game also has Venom, but he doesn't even have Carnage to be a rival to. Also, Hulk. There's also no Red Hulk. Another character that Hulk has a certain connection due to the fact that he's General Thunderbolt Ross, and even before he was Red Hulk, he always shows signs that he never even liked the Hulk, that he always wanted to stop the Hulk. And he decided to do so by becoming the Hulk by turning into the Red Hulk. But there's also another case where the MCU does this as well. Avengers Doomsday is in fact has many characters, but some are missing, which some of the missing characters don't make any sense. Because just like Marvel Rivals, there are the connection with the certain characters are part of these Avengers group of characters. Like some people were glad that there was no Captain Marvel, which doesn't make any sense since she is the connection with the Avengers. She's what they need if there's certain use of a threat, like there being an alien invasion or something. That's why she was there in Endgame, so they can help. So she can use their help to help stop Thanos. And also, well, on the subject of no Avenger that they have a connection with, there's no Hulk. Like, no sign of Hulk appearing in this movie. That also is the same reason why it doesn't make sense why they can't add Captain Marvel, because Hulk is their connection, it's their ally, it's their muscle, it's the thing that can help balance the Avengers. Without them, you don't have that certain thing of the Avengers. You don't have that without the Hulk. And you have certain events like Civil War to show why that you need the Hulk in order for things like that to not happen. See, that's the thing about characters that are connections with other characters. They need to happen in order to show signs that without it will feel like nothing. Like it will feel like nothing without that completion. You need characters like that to give a balance, or you need a character like that to give an idea that it's a story about the heroes. It's a story where they can see of one thing that's always needs to be there in order to make it a hero story. Trust. Whether or not they can have someone to trust. And that's what the heroes of the use of their connection is for. They need to figure out whether or not they can trust someone. If they do, then they can easily use them help to help them continue on their journey of when they need to be the hero. Like help them of certain things for being the hero. If they don't, then they're not good and they're pretty much are bad guys. That's the thing about the hero and its connection. Not only can it help figure out when it's done by story purposes, but also by the purposes of what makes them one of the things that makes them the hero in the first place, trust. Whether or not they can trust someone. Reason why the Avengers trust the Hulk is that he can be useful in helping them win battles. Without the Hulk, they won't have those certain things to do if they want to prevent certain things from happening. And without Captain Marvel, same thing. They couldn't figure out how to stop certain threats if Captain Marvel was not there. Like they couldn't try to stop Thanos if she wasn't there. They could even try to stop threats like growing the Kushner if she wasn't there. The Avengers need Captain Marvel in order to help threats like Thanos and Ronan. Without her, they can't even try to stop threats like that. Any sort of villain that's pretty much an alien invasion or anything that's a threat, that's a big threat level, they need characters like Captain Marvel in order to help them stop threats like that. And Doctor Doom is definitely a level of threat that's big. So it makes sense why she needs to appear in the movie. Because without her, how they're gonna stop Doctor Doom? Without the Hulk, how they're gonna able to, not try to fight each other. Yeah, the Hulk is destructive and he destroys things. He does this thing called Hulk Smash, but the Avengers always need the Hulk. They can't be entirely the Avengers without the Hulk. Just like they can't entirely be certain use of the Avengers without Captain Marvel. They need both of those characters for a reason. Without them, it wouldn't fit of what of what that use is for. Saying someone is glad that they're getting rid of Captain Marvel and Avengers Doomsday it's the same thing as being glad of getting rid of Superman in a Justice League movie. Just because Captain Marvel is what they need if they want to do with certain types of threats. Just like how the Justice League needed characters like Superman in order to make it clear that they're a team. If the Avengers, if the Justice League can show signs that they need Superman, then so does the Avengers. They have signs that they need the Hulk and Captain Marvel. Because trust me, you don't want a hero team that is that's fine enough while a certain team member that they need. Well, that they're not much of a hero team. They need to be a hero team if they have characters like that. So I'm sorry, but I think it's true of why people were worrying or questioning why Captain Marvel was there. They would do the same. They might do the same thing to know that Hulk isn't there. So maybe one day the movie could explain why both characters are not there in the movie. Kind of like Infinity War to explain why Hawkeye wasn't there. Maybe that could help. I'm Matt the Comic Guy. See you in the next couple of videos. Bye.